Hi, James.
Hey, Jess.
You've had a few beers, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a long week. How's your week been?
It's been a long week as well, James.
Actually, it went quick. What am I talking about? Quick for once. But yours went pretty long.
Yeah, it was long, but at
What's
least
been happening?
now there's no masks.
I know.
But I'm still working from home. Well, I'm going back, actually. This week and last week I went a couple of days.
Oh, there's like greenery in the background.
I know, your tree's like growing, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a nice little creeper.
Yeah.
No, that's actually quite flourishing. I remember when you actually came here. And it was just a little baby.
Now it's big.
Now it's big. Been here for how long now?
Since April.
Oh my god.
I've been doing this podcast for a year and almost a half. Or
Not
over
bad.
half.
I think that's
It's a
dedication.
year and a half. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're almost up to like 100.
I'm keen for that.
Me too. So, do you want to introduce our amazing topic for this week?
No worries, James.
We're going on a safari, aren't we?
We're going on a safari. You know, I just started that movie with The Rock, Jungle Cruise. That's actually quite good. It gives me like Indiana Jones vibes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's quite good. I even watched what's the other one that came? Shang-Chi.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, that's good. That's actually quite good.
One to follow?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
So,
Go, strange animal, you.
yeah. What's your favourite strange animal? You had to choose one.
I kind of like this one. It says the pink armored. No. The I. There's an I. So people that want to know what I'm talking about, look how
Weird that looks.
insane that looks. It's basically, so how you pronounce it is AYE. It looks like a rat. Look how insane that looks. If people can see.
A bit like you.
Oh, thanks, James. Yeah, after a shower, after I get out of bed.
I'm joking. It does not look anything like
Please
you.
research it. It's a bat/rat looking shit show.
Shit show.
I thought this list would actually give me like a description of, but it's like a never-ending list of like animals here.
Okay.
There's a pink fairy armadillo that looks like.
Armadillos are pretty interesting.
This one looks like a penis though. A fairy ass. It looks like a long penis with like scales on top.
With like a chip, like a crispy chip.
Yeah, it's like a
crispy chip.
It's
on
like
top of
it's
a
like the
penis.
foreskin on top.
Crusty foreskin.
The crusty, Jesus. Let's show the people. Okay, you can't see it. I don't know why I bother. Oh yeah, here. There we go. For people watching on YouTube, a crusty looking pink fairy armadillo. And then the I. Maybe if I go closer. Yeah, that's the I. And if you keep scrolling, yeah, look at that rat looking nightmare.
Yeah, look, it looks a bit similar.
I know. It's probably what Dan Andrews looks like now. Since he's just like, oh, what do I do? They're not in lockdown. Wait, how do I handle this?
Kind of true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, he's had a lot of death threats.
Has he?
Yeah. I wonder why.
I wonder, like, Jesus. It's just. Imagine being in that position, though, isn't
It's
it?
pretty shit.
There's always someone.
Everyone's
against
ready
you.
to cast a stone at the glass wall.
It's just.
He was trying to save people, and yeah, it's all a shit show.
I was just
Well,
reading.
at least there's no mask.
Yeah, no mask. I know. Me and James went for a pizza downstairs, and we walked in. We're just like, oh no, we don't need to. Yeah, and we felt free.
Yeah,
We felt free because.
felt freeing.
But yeah, we got the I and the pink fairy armadillo
Uncut penis with a chip on top.
and a rat shit show.
Yeah, it kind of looks really scary. It's like a rat bat shit show. Also, a cross between like a what's those ones from The Lion King? The dogs.
Yeah, the hyenas.
Hyenas. It's like a rat. It's a rat bat shit show with a hyena kind of looking hairdo going on.
Can you imagine waking up
Like,
in the
it's
middle
just-
of the night and it's making its... I know, I'm
Imagine
presuming
if that,
it's making
Imagine
that.
if that was domesticated. It's just like the new Chihuahua.
It's just in the corner. No one likes it. No one wants to play with it.
I think you got to put that away in the cupboard.
Yeah. I thought this site would actually... I'll get on another site, but I'm actually quite liking this one. A maned wolf that looks like...
That looks pretty pretty.
Yeah, but what does that look like, though?
Kind of looks like a horse.
It looks like it's dead. Like
It looks like it's on stilts.
it's on stilts. It's black stilts with a horse-looking wolf. Oh, it's a maned wolf.
Yeah.
It's called a maned wolf, everyone.
Kind of cool. I like it. I don't think it's
Kind of
ugly.
like, I've never seen anything like... I haven't seen any of this, to be honest. Who would see stuff like this?
Is this true? Or
Only
is
in
this
America.
Fake?
Imagine if it's like unknown
Is it
Wait.
fake?
animals you probably didn't know exist.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
wait. Okay, maybe we should give them some context. All right? Out of 1,367,555 identified non-insect animal species live on Earth today. Eh?
Mm.
Yeah, there you go.
It's probably going to be 20 after global warming.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
How sad. The maned wolf.
what's that one?
Dumbo Octopus.
That's pretty freaking scary.
It's like a blob with like an elephant looking nose that expands. Yeah, there you go. I want to know the countries. This is just showing me like... James, talk to the people. Talk to the people. I'm going to find us another list.
But what about... I like that one.
I'm over it. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I don't even know how to pronounce that thing.
Axololt.
Lot.
Axolotl.
If you know how to pronounce that, just let us know.
Axolotl.
Excellent.
I don't know. As close as it's going to get, but it's located in Mexico's lake. I can't even say the lake. Exomilico.
Lake Shinado?
I know. Bloody useless we are.
Oh my
but yeah.
god, it's frozen.
Yeah, it always does this. This is why I stopped filming on my laptop instead of filming on my phone. I was like, why don't we film on the laptop? Because it freezes people. It's still going. It's still going.
It's frozen.
So calm down, yeah? Calm down, James. Don't throw your bottle at the screen. It's all right.
Smack!
I can't pronounce that
That
either.
looks like a dick.
Yeah, another dick. A Chinese giant salamander. I've heard of a salamander.
What's a salamander?
It's that big-ass, flat-looking thing right there.
Looks like a...
It's in the
looks
rocky
like a-
hills, streams, and lakes, all right?
It looks-
Don't you go there.
It looks like a tire.
It looks like a tire. What, that right
like
there?
a rubber tire, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Like that's broken in half.
Look, it's critically endangered, and the population has decreased. I don't think it can take your negative comments.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What's next?
A clawed frog. Look at it. It looks like alien arms. So, you do.
That looks pretty
pincers.
normal. I'm not like shocked.
What do you
at all.
mean? Look at its feet.
Its feet are just like fat.
It's true. I wonder when this is going to work, because I don't know whether me showing the people that are watching us on YouTube is working. Eastern long-necked turtle. You say the Latin name, James.
Chelonia longicollis.
Yeah. I'll go with that. It's one turtle with a big-ass head, yeah? With big-ass neck, I mean.
Just another penis.
It just... A glass frog.
You pronounce that name.
I can't.
Come
I've tried.
Centralinian
Centralinidae.
Day. Like Sunday.
Yeah, like Sunday. That's quite cool. What does it look like? It's green. It's see-through.
Yeah, you can see all its organs.
It's kind of like things that are in the sea. And they pull them out and they show them on the news sometimes. I'm like, who the fuck thought of that? You know? But I know they have to go in certain areas of the sea that we can't.
Where's that one located?
You want to know? I'll tell you, James. In the tropical rainforests.
But where?
That's a good question. It's least concern, all right?
Least concern.
I don't know what that means. Conservation status. If it's endangered or not. It says least concern. Oh, don't worry about it. Like, if it dies out, it'll be fine.
It's not important. It's just a glass. Oh my god, it's just a glass. It's made out of glass.
It's made out of glass. Is this
Not
a
even
real?
living.
Is this a real page?
Thank you. Amazon.
Oh, we got no. I think that's just an ad for
Oh.
Amazon.
Matter turtle. That looks kind of cool. It's like what? Like just spiky
It's a spiky.
rock.
It reminds me of like Harry Potter. You know, one of the dragons.
It looks
the
like a
spiky
chameleon.
ones. Okay, it's a chameleon,
Spiky chameleon turtle.
and that is located. Well, it's near threatened. Oh, that's sad, isn't it?
No, isn't that this?
No, that's an ad.
That
It's another ad.
was a bird.
That's an ad too. That's like a.
Well,
Oh my god.
good old ads.
Mexican mole lizard.
That just looks like another penis.
Yeah,
A pink penis.
a pink penis. We got another frog. Oh my god, that's a purple frog, but it's fat with like a possum head.
It looks really scary.
Yeah, it's
It's
fat. It's
definitely-
got webbed feet.
It's definitely the ugly duckling. of
It
the
looks
frog
like
family.
me. It looks like me after I've had a good meal, and I'm just like on the couch going, what? An Indian, well, what?
Garello?
Gorel?
Garel?
I wonder if like if we gave this like page to like, what's his name? Mr. Attenborough.
Oh yeah. How
David.
He would do it.
No, would he know what this is? Because he's been everywhere. I'd like to. How interesting would it be to talk to David Attenborough? The stories he'd have to say.
Why didn't we just get him on the podcast?
I know.
first?
You had one job, James.
No, you.
Not me.
Um,
You're the star. You should be connected to other stars now.
sorry. David, can you please give me a call later this week?
Please. We're begging you.
Yeah.
Let's spitball. Can you think of one that's blown your mind?
I've always been fascinated with wildebeest, just because of the mass migration. But I think I already mentioned that. I'm trying to think of something
Tell
else.
us more. Is it the vastness?
No, they've all got this program in their head where they've got to go, which I found pretty cool.
Ah. Go, go, go.
And
Like a stampede.
and also like all these common people just doing like almost a pilgrimage that's in their head, kind of like humans do, like, you know, like that ceremony where they're like, okay, we've got to go, and I think it's like one of them's the pilgrimage that the Christians do, there's a pilgrimage that the Muslims do, there's a pilgrimage that the Hindus do, there's a pilgrimage that the
Chinese, all
Chinese,
of them.
yeah. Everyone has a little Hindus, Buddhists, everyone has this little ritual of like this hike and this journey, and I just kind of found it interesting how like the wildebeest goes on this big migration to, you know, greener grass and like pastures, and as much as it's dangerous and that, they have this herd mentality where they stay together and they protect each other, and you know, they'll trample, you know, even predators if they just keep, you know, don't lose fear.
And just get it done.
Yeah, and just keep going, because they always try and obviously take from the side, but often they'll, like, you know, do a stampede. You know, I think it was in The Lion King.
I think it's ringing bells, yeah.
Remember how he falls down?
Yeah,
And
he
then they
falls
go
down and they
stampede?
just go for it. Yeah. Very educational.
You're welcome. Disney always has the most educational shows on. You don't need David Attenborough. Just go to Disney.
Just go to Disney. There's so many hidden messages.
And racist
Oh,
ones.
God. Yeah, true. You know what?
Aladdin's white.
Aladdin's originally white, but they wanted to make it more diverse.
Yeah.
You know the one that's always fascinated me?
What?
The human-sized bat, and I think you get it. It was going viral, like when this pandemic was kicking off. And they're just like, did you know? I think it's in the Philippines.
Human-sized bat.
Yeah. Let's
What,
show the
does
people.
it eat people?
I'll show you what, well, if my phone works.
You know what, though? I think it could possibly
And
eat
it just,
people.
it's like this, and it hangs from like tree branches, is what I was getting at.
Philippines can be pretty small, so maybe it just eats them.
Let me get more specific.
Does it eat humans?
Why don't
Can
you go and
it?
find
Can you
out?
find out? Can you type it in? Eats human. Type that after.
No, I'm not going to type. I want to show the people. See?
That's scary.
Yeah, look at. Imagine if
no,
you just.
that's fake, Jess.
It's-
You've been brought in by a fake website.
Imagine if you're like trying to go for a beer down the road and you see this. Like, all right, let me show people. That's what we're dealing with.
That's
if you haven't
Batman.
seen. It's literally Batman. Oh, Philo. Yeah, Filipino. There you go.
Does it eat people?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Say eats people. Known
Let's
to
see.
take people.
Look, there's nothing about it eating people.
No.
There's heaps of speculation. Is it real? Is it
I don't
not?
think it is real. Oh, the video's back.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I don't want to be walking past that whether it's real or fake.
Oh, shit.
Yes. I've always found that disgusting.
What else do you find disgusting in the animal kingdom?
In the animal kingdom,
Besides me.
I've always hated cockroaches. There's just something about it. I think when I was little, a cockroach ran across my feet, and since then, it's not a good relationship. Even spiders, they're very, with their legs.
Mine's snakes. I've got a
You and my
phobia.
mum. My mum dreams of snakes, and my room is on the other side of the house. She
What?
starts screaming.
Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets.
A lot of people got triggered for that massive ass basilisk.
I was so young. You know that's coming up. That was 20 years.
It was
the
in
other
the
day.
news, isn't it? Like
The Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Stone, and it's called something else. What is it? The
sorcerers.
Sorcerer's Stone somewhere else.
That's insane.
Yeah, so basically I was triggered in the cinema and probably mentally scarred by it.
Which part? When it just comes up all of a sudden?
That bit. There's the mouth open and you can see its fangs. It's brutal.
Oh, and Harry's just like, I thought he was going to die. Like when disclaimer, if you haven't seen Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. Don't wreck it.
I'm
for people.
sorry. I'm just presuming everyone has watched Harry Potter.
You'd be wrong. There's a lot of young people who have not seen Harry Potter.
Imagine,
No, that film still holds up.
you know what is scary? In
Those
like 10 years'
those
time,
two-
imagine if they redo it because of technology and we'll be like, now I feel old.
Yeah, but
They do hold up. You can totally do a binge and enjoy it,
yeah. They're now on Netflix.
I know. They took it off and I'm like, that's the dumbest thing Netflix has ever done.
But wasn't it on
It was on and then they took it off and now it's on again.
it? Okay.
They probably got it renewed.
Probably needed to pay more money.
You know?
So, yeah, snakes trigger me. I do not like snakes.
Have you had an encounter that... Oh, just
Yeah.
the Harry Potter?
No, in real life, yeah.
Oh my god, I've
I
never.
was been
and I don't
running
want
on a
to.
trail and it was curled up and then it started moving and I was just like, ah! And I was just running, which you're not meant to do.
Yeah, you're meant to be.
Meant to just stop and slowly back away and I was just like, ah!
A part of you is always like, am I faster? Like, it's
Yeah,
like when
I know.
a dog comes after you and you're just like, no, I got this.
I was running, nearly stepped on one once, coiled up, and I was just like on the same running path, and I was just like, ah! Like this.
Nice.
And yeah, it was mental.
It was
Don't do it.
insane.
Don't go running, so I don't go running anymore.
Nice. It's a solid excuse.
I don't want
I'll pass
snakes.
for that.
Yeah. There's some weird ass monkeys.
Yeah.
The ones with
You
the
know-
big noses. What are they called?
Oh, the little
With the dick nose.
with the dick nose. It's again a dick nose. Yeah. You know, I saw this thing. It went viral for a time. I think a couple of years back, and it was
I love elephants.
they have a dick nose. No,
I know.
they have a limp.
Have a trunk.
That's not what I was saying now.
Because they're a hunk.
They're interesting when they pick up like melons and everything. Just curls.
It's like
And
a
then they
little
shove it in.
arm.
Yeah.
They're on four legs. It's their arm.
It's kind of like seeing a giraffe.
Giraffe. with
And
their
you're like,
neck.
just like, what the hell happened there? It's a good impression.
Do you reckon it was just stretching over years and years and they're the only ones who survived? So it
Did
became
they-
a gene?
I think the cream of the crop was at the top. It actually rhymed. And they just adapted.
Yeah.
Like, we can do
they're,
this.
Only the tall ones survived.
Yeah.
Because they were able, when there was like obviously maybe some droughts or whatnot, able to keep getting the very top and surviving. So their genes kept living.
And kept going.
I don't know, or maybe one
What
was
is it
just
called? The
born with-
Bronchosaurus? I haven't seen Jurassic Park in ages.
I like how like they swallow it and it goes all the way down their neck and then it just shoots back up and they chew it again. Know that? They vomit.
Really?
It goes, you watch them at the zoo. It goes all the way down, goes back up, and they just keep grinding away. And they've got such grinding.
We should go to the
mouths.
zoo. We can now. We're free. Without a mask.
I always feel sad at the zoos.
Oh, don't worry. They're endangered. They need to be kept in captivity in order to preserve. There's James.
Just kind of just feels like a little. You're selling me a little marketing ploy.
I wonder how many
While you're
protests.
charging
Do you think
me.
they don't film that, isn't it? Like people
You know
protesting
what?
at the zoo.
Yeah, they don't. You know what? A lot of vegans will go out there and go, you know, protest anything else, but they're not protesting at the zoo. What? They think that's okay because it's preservation.
Oh dear. Here we go.
But like at the end of the day, how would you like it being a human, being told that by another species that you need to be kept here?
It's kind of like
Out of your
orcas,
nature, yeah.
Orca whales, like their fin. What is it? What's it called? The fin at the top, just like Free Willy. I love that movie. It used to be my go-to when I was little. Just went, you know, it just
I
flops
just always
over
see Michael Jackson on the back of Free Willy.
because of that bloody song. That was like my favorite song too because of that. But yeah, I
I've
was
seen,
always
I've
like,
seen, I've seen a YouTube video of that. Like Michael Jackson's always someone
Oh,
like
yeah.
photoshopped.
of course they did. It's
It
That was
so
you,
good.
James.
It was
That
so
was
good.
you.
Whoever that was on the internet, I bet you you're listening. But that was good. Yeah.
So many animals. My favorite used to be a dolphin. Yeah, I'd say it's still a dolphin. Why not?
Dolphins are very cool.
Very smart, very intelligent. Octopuses, they say, are really intelligent. There was a study.
Don't eat octopus then. I feel guilty. I've eaten octopus in the past.
Don't do it, James. It's not good for you. You don't want to absorb their intelligence.
No thanks. I'm intelligent enough.
They say human meat is tender. Ew.
You know, cannibalism is a thing.
It's been, you know, there was this, I don't know why this is coming to my head. There was this image, and I think it was a plane that crashed somewhere. And in the image, they were just like, because they just got rescued, they're just like, hey, you know, in the image. And then there's like a bag of, like, there's just bones, like, on the side. And the story goes, in order to survive, they had to turn on their friend. They had to choose the weakest link. And so you see in the image, these people, like, there's like, yay, we're being found. And then there's like this airplane seat, just bones. And it's just like, what happened there? If I was rescuing, I'll be like, look, stay right back. I'll get someone else to take care of this.
God, that's crazy.
I
But
know.
apparently that's happened before. It's like, oh yeah, we're alive, yay.
It's like there was this Rockefeller, you know, like in New York, the Rockefeller Tower. I think the owner's grandson or something went to like one of those islands where cannibalism's a thing.
Yeah.
And there's a nice little photo of him looking at his camera and like this, I think, tribal leader or something's behind him, full on with a massive grin. And then he went missing after that. I saw that on TikTok. I don't know
James
how.
Cook was eaten by cannibals in Hawaii.
Who?
James Cook.
Really?
Captain James Cook.
Why? We hear all day long about James Cook.
I'm pretty sure
Nothing
that
about
was it.
Nothing about his ending.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's true. Captain James Cook died by cannibalism. Captain James Cook. Okay, his death. Come on. Yeah, it was in Hawaii. I'm pretty sure that was what happened. 1 second. Captain James Cook, death?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Death scene. Okay, let's go. How and when did Captain James Cook die? On February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Perfect timing.
Let's
Captain
have
James
a
Cook, the
well-cooked
great
meal.
English explorer and navigator, which basically stole blame for the Queen, is killed by natives of Hawaii during his third visit of the Hawaiian. No, that's a myth. So I'm spreading myth. I'm spreading
Imagine if that was the story that they told in order to present them as savages, you know?
That's exactly what it happened. So I've been fed the white lie.
The white lie, indeed.
The white lie.
It literally is the white lie.
The one that's called white. The
I
white
know.
person lies. No, the Hawaiian Islanders who killed Captain James Cook were not cannibals. They believed that the power of the man was in his bones, so they cooked part of Cook's body to enable his bones to be easily removed. It was the cooking of his body which gave rise to the rumour of cannibalism.
Alright. I've been to his house in Fitzroy Gardens, I think it is. I've been outside of it. Have you seen it?
Oh, well, can we just give some context? Because why was James Cook killed, though? The reason James Cook was killed was because he attempted to kidnap, I'm butchering this Hawaiian name, Kalani Opuhu, the ruling chief, Alililini of the island of Hawaii. The decision to hold him in exchange for a stolen longboat was the fatal error of Cook's final voyage, which led to his death. Did the Hawaiians think that James Cook was a god? The idea that James was killed because the Hawaiians believed him to be the god Lunu, and it was until recently that such a theory became heavily contrast. So it's not technically the reason, but they did believe that he had power. So yeah, that's kind of a big complicated
I had no idea.
story, but yeah, he was attacked and killed, and apparently he was killed by the source of the stab wound. So they stabbed him, but he was attempting to steal the chief, so kind of got a little bit of what was,
An eye for an eye.
Yeah. He was killed on his third exploratory voyage in the Pacific, and he attempted to detain the ruling chief of the island of Hawaii to reclaim a cutter taken from one of his ships after his crew took wood from a burial ground. He left a legacy of scientifical and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, interesting. I'd love to know a bit more about that if anyone's a history buff, a bit more about like what we've actually found out. Because apparently there's like big kind of smoke around it. The death of James Cook has long been painted as a great explorer, brutally fell by a lesser race. The truth, however, is entirely different because he had an honor killing.
Oh my god, it just keeps getting more interesting.
Yeah.
There's like a massive dictation about
By
it.
the time Cook died, he was not a happy man. He had lost most of his children, and syphilis had influenced his mental capabilities. He had syphilis, guys.
Imagine if he died like warm in his bed.
Were side effects, if not of an illness, then of its cure, mercury, that had apparently sent people absolutely crazy. So he was just a crazy nutter by the end.
He's seen a lot in his life.
He lost most of his children, and syphilis had got him. He had anger and depression because they're side effects of that. They thought that its cure was mercury, which was sending him crazy. And of course, Cook also had TB, tuberculosis. And TB could go undiagnosed for quite a while. So, yeah, he obviously was mental crazy and yeah, suffering from a lot of stuff and smallpox and measles and influenza. So no wonder he wasn't
Oh
making
my
very good
God.
decisions. And then he attempted to take the chief of the Hawaiian tribe for doing. They had done something to one of
Maybe
the
he's like,
things.
I'm already stuffed.
Yeah.
Let's just go for it.
And then basically he was known for letting his sailors have sex for 4 months straight. And most of the time with the women on the island. So we can just imagine what was going on. The islanders let the men get away with just about everything. And even the gods leave. Even gods leave after a while. And that didn't happen. People started asking questions. Why didn't they speak the language? Why did they hardly wash? And why were their captains always quick to lose his temper? Anyway, when one of the crew died, it became clear that they were not immortal. So under pressure, Cook finally gave the order to leave. But after a few days at sea, the mast of the Resolution snapped during the storm, and they had to return. It was then again proof that Cook was not Lono, because they were letting him live because they believed that he was a god who controls the winds. And when he returned, they're like, if he can't control the winds, he's not the god. So the Hawaiians were happy to see the back of the British. So by the time they were less welcome when he came back, like, feet between his tail, this made Cook so angry that he went ashore with the intention to kidnap the king, and he had the bargaining power to get his property back. So he was basically going to just kidnap him to get back what he wanted on the island. So he made plans to abduct the host, is stupid at the best of time. Anyway, to take 2 men in a dinghy, to put it into practice, is behaving like your adversaries will give you what you want just because you are wider, so better. It was the kind of personal racism that finally took Cook's life. The crowd on the beach obviously protected its king. Cook's men ran for their lives, leaving their commander to his fate. Somebody threw a rock, and moments later, Cook was dead. His body was put into an earth oven, an ancient ritual to let the flesh fall away from the essence of the man, his bones. What they kept the crew were Cook's hands and bum, which they offered to them 2 days later. It was the British think that they ate the rest. Also, the racist assumption of lesser peoples, because they were saying that they were cannibals, but it was actually their ancient kind of ritual of what they did. And he was known for killing 30 islanders. Not the Hawaiians knew who the boss was. The Navy took its revenge with cannons, killing 30 islanders not long after. Immediately after his death, he was heroized in the West, especially by Britain, who portrayed him as this amazing colonial PR man, when in fact he was a guy of syphilis who had done nasty things to the natives of all the lands that he had conquered. Ooh,
That's juicy. Of course, they don't teach that in school.
No, they don't teach you that he had TB, he had this thing, he was going crazy because he was having mercury because he thought that would be the cure to all his health problems.
Well, on that positive note, that's the end of the podcast. But that was a good one, James.
That's a good one, Jess.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We just went on a random spill to Jason.
I like it though. I didn't think it was going to go that way, but I quite like it.
There we go.
Because we all know what he did. Never knew what happened when he carked it. But there you go.
Okay.
Like, comment, subscribe. We will see you next week for a fresh episode of James and Jess's Half Hour. Bye.